Now, it's come to my attention that I'm several reviews in, and there's something that I've kind of been avoiding. Now, that's partly due to the fact that you guys have made plenty of requests, and I try to give those priority when I can, but there's also films like The Burning and Burial Ground which I just really wanted to do. Now, the thing that I'm referring to is the fact that there are horror movies that just fucking suck. And today's review is for a film that not only sucks, but also just so happens to fall in my favorite genre of horror. It's a slasher flick. So sit back, relax, and get ready to listen to me verbally abuse the dumpster fire that is Sweatshop. Now, you may have noticed that I didn't give out any of the usual info. I didn't drop the director's name or the year it was made. And that is because I don't fucking care. That's also the reason why I'm sitting here wearing a shirt for Dario Argento's Phenomena. Because I figure if I'm gonna have to review this pile of shit, I might as well advertise for a good movie. Where do I fucking start with this pile? Okay. Well, the movie starts off appropriately enough, with boobs, bad editing, over-the-top gore, and no explanation or character development whatsoever as some random naked girl wakes up in an abandoned building and is instantly pursued by a hulking behemoth in a welder's mask wielding what can only be described as an anvil on a stick. Enter Deputy Dumbfuck as he arrives on scene to investigate and is startled by... the zombie girl? I'm sure that'll be explained at some point. So after some spooky sounds rattle him further, the cop bumps into our victim and proceeds to shoot her 17 fucking times. And then he runs off never to be seen again. Yeah, I can't do this sober. So 6 hours after the opening credits, we are introduced to our cast of unique characters. Now when I say unique, I'm using that word in the same way that I might use the word quirky to describe someone who habitually brushes their teeth with dog shit. These scumfucks have no depth, zero relatability, non-existent personalities, and not one redeeming quality. This film doesn't really feature dialogue as much as it features a bunch of morons standing around secreting words out of the lowest holes in their heads for what feels like a fucking eternity. I mean, listen to this shit.
There's the ones that like the pussy, then there are the ones that like the pussy, not to mention the attention, but they just can't seem to stay away from the cock.
Oh, well, Scotty boy. I'm the kind that just likes the pussy.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
You're still wearing
I like cheap and pretty.
it. So do I.
Oh my god. Make love to me, please!
No go, bro. She's a fucking lesbo.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Son of a bitch.
Really? Never mind her sexual preferences, even if she was straight. Do you really think that she would want anything to do with you, you disgusting fucking chode? I mean, she's gotta have some fucking standards, God. Now granted, that chick looks like she needs 15 showers and a booster shot, but I'm still saying that she is way out of your league, not gonna fucking happen, dude. Just fuck this, next scene. Oh god. Well, if you ever wanted to see King Kong Bundy's retarded brother nail a suicide girl in an abandoned warehouse, you're welcome? Luckily, the girl with the lowest standards ever is the first to die, as random zombie girls... By the way, still waiting on that explanation. Pounce on her and claw her up before Big Tig himself shows up to graphically rip her apart. And next up is Glasses Girl, who stupidly wanders into neck-high garrote wire that totally was visible, and gets dragged off, strapped to a table, gets a free manicure, and then has her legs smashed to a fine pulp. And here's me doing a play-by-play of the next sequence. Skinny guy punches Chode. Chode cries and runs away. Green-haired goth chick fillets Skinny guy. Skinny guy swallows the joint, and then promptly gets his head smashed. Green-haired goth girl then gets chased by zombie girls. Yeah, I don't give a shit anymore.
gets in an elevator with our overweight killer, and in a sequence that takes far too fucking long to conclude, is smashed through the mesh gate. So apparently there's a random subplot in this movie about Pink Highlights Girl pimping out her friends, but I wasn't really paying attention.
Are you a fucking pimp, Charlie?
Mind your own fucking business.
Now on to the duo that I refer to as Dreadlocks and Wiener. Dreadlocks just got done going down on this fucking twerp, because apparently that's a thing in this movie, and then drinks a spiked beer and gets violently ill. But it's okay, because I'm sure Wiener is gonna man the fuck up, take control of the situation, save the rest of his friends, and become the leading man this movie so desperately needs. Let's watch.
Don't tire me. I swear to God, I'll lick any goddamn thing you want me to.
Or he could use her as a human shield and then get his big dumb head bounced off the wall. And next up, after trying to put the moves on what's left of Glasses Girl, because I totally needed to see that, Chode gets a pair of pliers rammed through his jaw as Highlights and Simon Phoenix search for their missing friends while babbling incessantly. Until... So Highlights finds Chode and Wiener tied to a table and, you know the drill, bad things happen, the girl barely gets away, and she manages to seemingly stop the killer. Only she didn't. No fucking way. And now a room full of partygoers that just magically appeared at some point run around like goddamn idiots getting killed as our heroine crawls under the door and closes it behind her, leaving everyone inside to a brutal fate.
And how does this all end? Now, horror films, and the slasher genre in particular, have always gotten a lot of shit. And this is mostly due to the fact that they contain graphic violence, gratuitous nudity, but it's also because a lot of people firmly believe that these types of films require no effort and contain absolutely no substance. And this movie does absolutely nothing to counter that argument. If anything, it fucking helps it. It's boring and fucking painful to actually sit there and pay attention to this goddamn movie. And yes, I'm gonna bring it up again. What the fuck was with the zombie chicks? Why are they there? Why are they helping the killer? Are they past victims that are reanimated by some unseen force? Why is the killer doing this? Is he simply defending his territory, or did he suffer some psychological trauma at the hands of a group of random whores and date rapists at some point in his life? You want answers to these questions? Okay, well, you see, the moral of the story is, gore effects alone do not make a good movie. Especially when everything in between is fucking excruciating.
Oh, and did I mention that every word spoken in this movie is dubbed? Well, I'm not surprised you couldn't tell. I mean, they did such a good job.
I had to bring the Bee Gees anyway.
I like the Bee Gees.
Horror fans are not a bunch of slobbering, brain-dead idiots that will watch anything as long as you dump enough entrails on screen. Look, you can't pad out a bunch of special effects with bad writing and shitty acting and call it a movie. Jesus. In closing, I can't recommend anybody watches this even for a fucking laugh. Don't waste 1 second of your time or 1 cent of your hard-earned money on garbage like this. Alright guys, there you go. I reviewed a shitty horror movie and it was even in my favorite genre. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't watch this fucking movie. Hopefully now I can get back to less craptastic things. So you know, hate to admit it, but Welder's mask was kind of cool looking, you know? Yeah, Welder's mask.